Welcome to stage 11 of the Dakar, and today speed is of the essence. On stage 11, from La Rioja to San Juan. The Dakar Rally 2016 has had its ups and downs for all the competitors, but if there is one single surface that provides the greatest test of man and machine, it's sand. And that was yesterday, amongst the dunes of Fiambala. History was made yesterday as Stefan Svitko took his first ever Dakar stage win on his KTM. Can he win again? I'm very happy to win today, but there are two more hard stages in front of us. The man he's chasing is Toby Price. The Australian is the biggest lead of the race so far. Surely he's feeling in control of things now.
Doesn't matter how much time you've got, Dakar is one that you never have under control.
Yesterday, the Super Fiambala gave the bike something else to think about on the tricky dunes. After 30 Ks, I found myself face to face with Hirvonen. No matter what has happened, Paulo Gonçalves has continued to push. Adversity won't hold back the Honda. From the start, I was attacking to get back the most time possible. If I can, I'll push to the end. Today, stage 11, and at 431 Ks it was third longest special of the Dakar. From sand to gravel, there was something for everyone. And it may have been cool at dawn, but as the sun rose, so did the temperatures. That would cause the race to stop at checkpoint 4 for safety. But that didn't affect the top runners, who all raced to the finish. We start today with the story of Paulo Gonçalves, but unfortunately not for the right reasons. Today started fast with slippery, quick trails served up to the riders. Gonçalves, starting fourth, had this fall early on, lightly damaging the right-hand side of the bike. Unfortunately, it was his second crash that was significantly more serious. At kilometre 118, the Honda rider crashed hard and was quickly attended to, first by an ambulance and then by the medical helicopter. He was airlifted to hospital. A sad end to the Dakar for Paulo Gonçalves. But the race itself continued to push on, its riders doing only what they know, moving as fast as possible over the rough terrain of the province of La Rioja. Both yesterday and today have been great days for American privateer Ian Blythe. Running as high as 6th today, the 2014 Australian Safari Dakar Challenge winner has worked his way up to running with the top men. Stefan Svitko led out the Horda bike today, the Slovakian opening the road for the first time. He's hard to miss in his bright yellow and was a beacon for riders to chase. But he still managed to defend his podium position. Despite losing 12 minutes to Antoine Mio, he's still second overall. The big loser of the day was Kevin Benavides. 3 minutes off the podium at the start, he lost time taking the wrong route after checkpoint 3. That cost him time overall, and he's lost 12 minutes on the main scrap for third. He's a top placed Honda in the race. On the Yamaha side of things, Adrian van Beveren has consistently smiled his way through the Dakar, and he should be smiling. The dynamic French rookie has finished in the top 10 of stages 5 times and now sits 7th overall. His brand mate, Helder Rodriguez, was happy to get through the marathon stages after a fall on the opening part. Today, he had his best stage of the rally, in 4th, 6 minutes off the win. It may take a miracle, but he's only 20 minutes off what would be a remarkable podium. This morning, 3rd place belonged to Pablo Quintanilla. Tonight, he's back to 4th. The Chilean was 2nd fastest for the majority of the stage, but by the end, he'd lost 2 minutes to the winner. And with it, his grip on 3rd overall. At the start, I was pushing as hard as possible until the refueling, and I was able to close the gap on the leaders. And then around kilometre 200, I had problems with my rear brake. It was really difficult to take the bike through the corners, and it was dangerous. Today was the sort of day that Dakar leader Price would have dreamed of. He gained time on his closest challengers to take his lead to 35 minutes and change. Even better, he finished 2nd and won't open the road for tomorrow's stage. But he's not getting ahead of himself just yet.
Not yet. So I won't smell the victory until I cross the finish line on the last days.
The winner? Who else but Antoine Mayo? The KTM rookie won his 2nd stage of the rally by a scant 18 seconds over Price, and the times suggest he rode the stages alone. A very impressive day for Mayo, who plucked 3rd overall from Quintanilla at a crucial time. It's really incredible. I caught Paolo before his crash and was a bit in his dust. It's bad for him because he's always been able to carry on, but yeah, I'm really satisfied to get 3rd place. It's really incredible for my first year. I don't even believe it. Today was really tough for navigation. Everyone made small areas and I benefited from that. I'm really happy today. And so he should be, his 2nd stage win just ahead of his teammate Pablo Quintanilla in 3rd, Helder Rodriguez 4th, 6 minutes back, and Adrian van Beveren his best result so far at the rally. Overall, Toby Price leads it by a mammoth 35 minutes over Stefan Svitko. At the moment, it's a KTM 1, 2 and 3. Another day, another fight at the top in the quads. Brian Baragwana claimed 4 at the best times of the day at the checkpoints and finished 2nd. He knows that the tenacious Patronelli brothers can't be reached in the overall, but logically he should be on the podium tonight in San Juan. This morning, Alejandro Patronelli was 1 minute 30 seconds behind his brother, and they've been playing cat and mouse all day long. In the heat of San Juan, he won the day by nearly a minute over Baragwana. Marcus Patronelli is playing a dangerous game, his tactic to match the pace of his closest competitors. He holds his lead just today. The reason? The stage was halted at checkpoint 2, but the leaders raced to checkpoint 4, and right now these times are provisional. Sergej Karyakin has lost time over the last 2 days and may have lost his opportunity to fight for the podium, whilst Jeremias Gonzalez lost much time today, 20 minutes to Baragwana. The 14th of January 1986, a day scorched in the memory of the Dakar. The day that its founder, Thierry Sabine, disappeared, along with 4 other people, in a helicopter crash in Niger. Since that day, his spirit has endured and still drives the race we see. First of all, the Dakar is a gigantic school of adventure. It's a way to expose some notions from another time, but those are crucial to me. Audacity, courage, the notion to always go forward or further for us Europeans who are frustrated with the lack of wide spaces. If I became who I am today, it's thanks to Thierry Sabine. It's been a revelation. I had things inside of me that the Dakar revealed. I owe him a lot. I would have loved to meet him. He must have been an incredible character with lots of ideas in his head. He really was a leader. He had charisma and he knew what he was doing. If we talk about the difficulty, I know about it. I designed it, and I sent you into it. When it comes to the sand, it's a part of the race. If in the Route de Rhum the sailors have to face gigantic waves, they're not going to go and complain about it to the organizer.
Obviously he must have been a very adventurous guy and somebody that was always keen for challenges.
For me, he was the guy in a white race suit, and it's the image of my childhood when I followed the race on TV. For me, you have to have been a crazy dreamer to come up with this. The Dakar is my life. Thanks to him, I spent the last 20 years racing it.
For me, Sabine was the guy who loved adventure.
Every sunrise on the Tenere Desert is really a reward. A day that begins with a reward is unique and worth remembering.
C'est quand même très très rare.
Former Olympic and world champion ski jumper Adam Małysz finished the race 13th in 2014. This year his race is a bit more of a struggle. He's only 55th after he had to replace his gearbox, and he suffered some navigation complications over the last 3 days. Former top-level bike competitor Kuba Shigonski is doing rather well after he decided to switch to a car this year. He's running 17th overall with a best finish of 14th. And he's the best placed of the Polish drivers. His countryman Marek Dabrowski is only 36th at the moment. In the first week of the Dakar, the Brazilian ASX Racing Mitsubishi team lost 2 of its 3 cars, with both Carlos Sousa and Guilherme Spinelli disappearing very early in the race. The lone survivor is Juan Antonio Franciosi in the number 384 car. He's a newcomer in the team, and though he had issues yesterday, right now he's 58th overall. Torque is a valuable commodity in soft sand dunes, and the Asiona car has that aplenty, which may help to explain its best stage result at the rally yesterday. With 3 stages to go, the electric car is looking good to make it all the way to Rosario. The second week of the Dakar has been rough on Peugeot, but Monsieur Dakar is still the man in charge. Peter Hansel is exactly 1 hour ahead. Logically, we don't have to attack at 100%. But we hope that the car holds together and the rally is far from over. Stage 10 was the final undoing of Carlos Sainz. The Peugeot ground to a halt in the dunes, the gearbox broken. The rally is over for us. If you want the face of positivity, then look no further than now second place, Nasser Al-Attiyah.
Oh, yesterday third, today second, maybe tomorrow first, huh?
A broken drive shaft for De Villiers, but once again, the podium is within his grasp.
It could have been better, but it could have been worse. The race is not finished yet. There's still about 1,000 kilometers of racing to do.